but actually a spoiler. That's where this series is about to begin. So with that in mind, M80, it's time to play catch-up to what you know you can do. Legacy is not an impossible team to beat, as they've started with a bit of a sluggish beginning here in Cologne. M80, today's the day. Seize it or go home. Legacy will be considered favorites for this match. I think, like you said, the accolade of defeating Falcons definitely raises your stock immediately before this major begins.
Also, best of 5. Like, it was just so legitimate, you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a strong win. And so recent. You think you'd still be trending.
Yeah.
You hit the algorithm.
Until Monty and MIBR slap you upside the head.
Oh no, Monty, MIBR. Shout out to Monty though. What happened to that game actually? I mean,
they lost.
Oh, they did. They put up a fight.
Played great though.
Yeah.
Challenge from inside of the A site. CT scramble in. That's going to be Slacks looking for it, but he's just going to eat a bunch of flashes in the middle of all that. Little climb up where Slacks snaps onto Sadson. It's a dumau triple. That is what you're looking for. Legacy shred the bodies inside of the site, just as it felt like M80 were going to put up some resistance. Now we've got a bit of a raid boss situation. A Kevlar smoke grenade wielding, double Beretta slinging JBA versus 3. Legacy keep their heads tucked as dumau still sits comfortably. 3 kills in his back pocket. He confirms that JBA's stuck here, and now JBA tries to close that gap, and as he does so, just gets churned through those 3 Glocks. Shred him, and it's Legacy off with the pistol win.
I mean, you know, maybe on average, this game could have the most yelling of any of the ones in this stage. It could have potentially been MIBR versus anyone if it was, you know, Venom Zera, but I honestly think dumau and JBA, in terms of just indiscriminate screams after every round, it's going to be a lot of it today. I think you're...
Oh, triple MP9. Good for the trade. dumau signs up. Oh, nice counter flash. Beautiful transition on the spray there. That's why they give this gun 35 bullets.
Yeah, he's decided to come in killer mode. This is what you want to see for Legacy. It's their win con really, and like they're a momentum team. If you say anything but that, you're being so disingenuous. They're a team that builds so heavily off momentum. They know how to win really well when they're playing well, and you know, being able to snowball like that is definitely a skill. But when they kicked off the stage, it was like, oh, they don't have it. They're not going to. They're going to do the opposite and fall completely flat, but they're looking to right their wrong from Budapest. What were you laughing about? Or...
You said WinCon, I thought of Magic the Gathering and remembered that slowly you're getting nerdier, Launders.
Oh.
Tough to stomach this save. M80, hang on to your Deagle 5-7. But a dumau 5-0. As quick as that trade was as well, through the smoke, off the flash, with the transition from the Galil. Scary signs early for the North American core.
German if they win, I guess, since we're at Cologne.
Yeah, 2/5. AKA 20%. Get used to it.
I can hold flashes, Josh.
These are 2 teams with recent game tape as well. We go back to IEM Atlanta, and sure enough, Legacy over M80 in a 2-0 fashion. Neither map was double digits for M80. So Legacy, I think, have that extra layer of confidence. They know they can make chump change of M80. They've done it not too long ago. And now already, with Sin trying to sign up for the long fight, sure, you killed dumau. He'll still yell at you after this round win. And it will, or should be, a round win with what's left here for M80 to weaponize. Also, just for atmosphere, has to be said, the shaved head Sadzin image on the lower right side of your screen goes hard as hell.
Yeah.
We got tough guy attitude coming through from Legacy nowadays.
Yeah, he looks fresh out.
What were you in for? Choking at the major.
Got fined for yelling at my opponents. I edited my pick'em.
Who would do such a thing? Walk him up. It's a quiet walkout.
My name's Badzin now.
35 seconds. And a little damage for Art to have to stomach. That's going to get this quick move from M80. And got the time to put the pressure on. The flash finds 3. The rifles recover half. Sadzin's just got 1 left to deal with. What a perfect pounce here from M80. Catching you as you clumped up. A deagle shot to end it. That's all he needs.
Just 1 shot.
10 seconds, and Sadzin recovers.
3
Sketchy
kills.
stuff with that flashbang. Good on M80 to save 1 tool for the job, place it to perfection, and rack up a price tag that round. But it's a 3-0 start to Legacy regardless.
I think after all that happens for them, point is the round, and that was definitely up for grabs. 1 good bullet connects. Might definitely matter for M80. Because we've seen their one-sided losses, so not hoping for it, not expecting it.
Just to reiterate, 13-2 loss to BetBoom on this map yesterday. No rest for the wicked. Not one player at this event who doesn't want it.
Legacy don't have a decision just yet. But when the smoke comes up in mid, there will be a timing where the CTs will have to make a choice. Man, if they're going to let the mid B happen, that might be a bad decision here. Swishers, just no vision at all. They're ready to walk out and actually just take advantage of this B site. Slacks can't see anything. They're really even not going to nade this. No support here for the B guys. You're left all on your own. They're not even ready to spam this cross.
No, it's going to be a fast split too. Lake under a world of pressure, trying to find the right fight first. JV8 offers up his, but it's a kill apiece from the 2 defenders, that's all. Rotation will be watched by Sadzin. And M80 a bit timid to emerge through that spawn.
It's crazy how confident he is. He knows exactly what he can get away with.
Good on Swisher to get him off his angle. Sadzin just trying to keep his head low. Oh, pops up with a good prediction. Sin, it's jumping in accuracy, but close enough to Sadzin to just spam away his body. And now suddenly, it is a health advantage technically for M80, but
They're not even
call
going
off
for it.
the
Yeah.
retake.
That's the thing, man. You go 1 for 1
Tough.
on B. It's not enough. You don't even need that much from your mid B rotator, but you need to at least get, you know, slow them down, get information, help them fight into the window, like tell them, oh, it's now, like, this is where the split's coming in. Like, they didn't have anything prepared for that at all. I think this is where Def's got to come in and be like, guys, communicate, because, like, that is not them building a connection between their sites, and it's not as if Legacy were here splitting atoms about how to approach a mid-B split. Like, they saw it open, smoke came up, no one was there to stop it, no one even put pressure back, no nade on the cross, no op on the line, nothing. Of course you're going to go.
Double op setups, the adjustment.
He
M80.
doesn't come in with a tech. I swear that would have been a great moment for it. Double op, yeah.
It's a change up. They were ready for the change up. M4 to support it.
Oh.
Yeah, worth it. No pause needed when the game plan's in place. They adjust in the defense with the double op and they find value off it immediately. That is Legacy up in smoke. 1:40. We've got 3 players dead.
Well, that was awesome. Crazy how it's still the case that they're kind of only passively watching here.
Just single
I mean,
beat.
like, surely there is no way, but like, yeah,
it's
they're
a little...
just passively watching it. Bomb.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what we needed. Nade to pop it open, bomb exposed. Nissim is sniffing the pixels.
Yeah, the only thing that would have been uncomfortable is if they had gone tunnels and JBA didn't put up a kill, but they were fine.
Bomb still floating out mid. So M80's change-up catches Legacy unprepared for an aggressive op peak, and most certainly that M4 coupled alongside it. And a real silver lining for M80 is just maintaining all 5 here, right? You go heavy investment into a double op setup. Best thing you could hope for is a chance to yell back.
Me too, yeah.
None of these players on M80 will shy away from the yelling match that is to ensue this game.
Give me your molly. Give me your molly. I'm gonna molly tons. And then
Of course, you're
molly
only
my
allowed
right,
to yell
okay?
back
About
when
the
you
full.
win rounds. So about time M80 put one on the board. First in 5, and it's immediately a Legacy because of that, Sads and Clutch demanded of him to find themselves in an awkward place. This is a full buy, and this is all Sads and Co can afford. A scout and 2 pistols, the limitation for the majority of Legacy.
Like getting on a really aggressive line in upper B. Not pushing just yet, but this is pretty nice for the map that M80 have been playing, which has been, slightly passive overall. Like, unless there is going to be a lurk smoke into B, or this gets pushed back at all, that's going to be a checkmate position. But Legacy are going above. And actually, they're going fast.
Charging their way beyond.
They're avoiding both ops.
Yep. They've gotten past this. They're starting to take space. Bomb still remains in the back of this. We'll see if the AK up front could get anything, but Nessim dies with nothing, and the second rifle returns it back. A grenade to deal chip damage across the board. A second frag really softens it up, and a third one should be lethal. That's Lotto blown apart. But bomb planted in the process.
They're going to have to peek over this railing. They know it.
Tech9 goes over.
Oh,
Lake is just totally blindsided.
Man, he wasn't being covered where I think he thought he was.
That's one of 2 ops down. Slacks is now dropped as well. Tech9 catching him. And Arten Sadson down to the half HP.
Oh, he hit that.
The headshot.
And now he's won it.
He's going to just dive back around. There is time to defuse this. He's got to get up and over. But the fact that he's able to get into the cover and now Sin doesn't know where the hell he got off to. Would have needed to stick that defuse. Not allowed. Legacy break the door down on this A site and give it right back to M80.
He gets it killed with a scout shot as well. Oh, that's so insanely well played by Sadzin. Another clutch for him, and that scout shot was not easy. It's crazy. This was a double op setup. It's the instant cap plate. That's the perfect antidote. They didn't even know where Lake was starting this round. But just as he started to peek out.
That shot.
Yeah, that shot is actually so tough and totally wins it. Knows from there he can just run away. Nightmare for M80.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, we got nothing left there.
As soon as that round lost 2, you hear from the M80 side of things. I told you... ...
Yeah, because,
something went wrong with that CT walk-up.
someone was... Yeah, they knew, like I knew watching this, they're going to peer over the railing because they're 3v4, and that's their fastest way to get a kill, and it's a lucky timing sometimes. You don't do it when you're high in numbers, but, you're going to go for the risk. Lake knows it too. He comes into clear, and he has a teammate on his right, but that guy's not that far out.
Disjointedness between M80 gives a golden opportunity back over to Legacy. It is a bit sketchy still for Legacy with the quadruple Galil. But that expensive op habit of M80 also puts them kind of in that same spot. We've got a critical juncture here in round 7 of Dust2.
They went for a pretty loud clear of upper B, so they won't just full flank it. Trying to keep it fresh, though. At least this time it's not a 2-1-2 or... No, actually, they keep receding to this. Okay, they're going for the boost up. But like the lean is so insanely heavy towards A every round. And if, you know, last time it wasn't that great to mid B, just a full tunnels play is the right thing to do. They're ready to pop on this. JBA is cooked.
Not enough.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, this round is basically over already.
Drops a
Yeah, get outta
Molotov.
here.
They're done.
How can you let it rest on that?
Ouch. Ooh, that's an embarrassing hold, eh?
Yeah, and not so much the hold, but the setup, right? If wow, they get totally outplayed. It's the perfect call here for Legacy, which is, you know, it's great for them. Like they're reading M80 so well. It's just very disappointing here for M80, who don't seem to be learning from the rounds that they just played against. It's not like Legacy are throwing something out there totally random. They're building off of what didn't work previously. They just didn't bother with the mid part of their attack because that was the part that went wrong last time. They know that M80 have been playing light on vision there and really heavy in terms of amount of players towards A. It just happens again. So whatever game plan M80 had for Dust2 is just wrong for now.
Yeah, they're so far forward on that already. No way dumau's not coming through. I mean,
That's crazy.
slams it down as well with the instant
It didn't
headshot.
look like it was anywhere near him.
Now let's take over the match. That is very true. That was a much-needed round. That Tech-9 moment to break down on the A site.
Yeah.
Now let's take over the match, and they did in the
It's a takeover
exact...
call. That's why they're a
Yep.
momentum team. It calls like that.
Yep. When the coach says let it fly, all right then. Sorry, was that the coach or Art?
I didn't see.
Doesn't matter. Legacy's all on board. Skipper or the captain? What's the difference? Darth Mike would know.
In Germany somewhere.
Flashes to threaten that cat presence. Draws the CT cross defender and Swisher over to the ramp. You can already see it gearing up for the B side again, and it's still
just
two
shocked
players
seeing
once more.
this, dude. No vision on mid.
Nades fly out through tunnels. Still see Lake taking a glimpse.
The Swisher is not going to be able to get here, blow this open in time. He has a molly in hand for a cat play. It's another mid B coming.
Yeah, so far removed from the reality that is this Legacy onslaught to the B site. Nissim walks wide of the smoke. JBA offers up the one. And this time we've seen already when both defenders get one, there's one between the two. And Legacy are off to the 7-1 start over M80.
It's been a joy to cast some of the M80 games. This is by far their weakest map performance. This is really disappointing, and I'm really surprised Def isn't getting into this because it's been a reminder to communicate and actually, come up with not even new ideas, just like ideas that address the problems that they are seeing. You know, like I feel like the emotions right now are just so wrong for just starting a map.
It'd be
Just starting a series.
Yep.
They're playing like they lost a map already.
I mean, that makes me wonder what that 13-2 loss on Dust2 yesterday kind of did to them. Fresh wound, perhaps.
I'm really glad Legacy are finding all the right punishes. But this is zero fighting spirit out of M80. The one round they won was this fantastic push off cat with a double lob by and a lot of ingenuity that came with it. Not a single idea into mid on any other round. No boost up on cat to punish the lower tunnels setup. No one NOA boosting by the doors to catch anyone coming up on Xbox. They didn't actually go forward with the tunnels push to take some pressure off their late round.
Right, they took it
Like,
and then fell back.
Yeah, here's the most they've done.
Better late than never, but it's almost nothing. Single round for M80 still. If you're Legacy, why not just keep slipping the net out mid? Till M80 adapt. Keep the pressure on. Slacks goes hunting. Here's that off at the top of middle. So he wants his duel, and it's a Lake close push towards the door. Look, a little mid presence.
Yeah,
and it nets
seriously.
M80 a man advantage for their efforts.
Sends up here in the pit. And now here could be the great irony. They like really paid attention to mid, but they play left side of the door. And Sin dies. Now it's just Swisher on the ramp. Lake's gonna try to hurry over here. It's the right move.
He stomps it all the while. Nissim hears that rotate. Tags Swisher down to half health. So both the members of A wounded at the least. But it's gonna be Legacy to surely still give this one a genuine try. Utility comes over a little ahead of their arrival. They're taking over mid control with numbers, so Catwalk now becomes bolstered. But there's a smoke grenade and a Molotov here on Sadzin that could really start offering up problems for this majority Cat retake attempt.
Yeah, they're really allowing the retake.
Lake's dead to the flames. Lotto's given duels. The smoke lands, and it just cuts them in half. Down to the 2v2. It's a health advantage for Legacy, and a bomb plant inbound with no util to stop this.
Yeah, they can plant very good for long. They have an op in play, and how are they even going to win this? They don't have any utility. Slacks is an op.
The answer is they're not. At least they're not meant to be. JBA takes over the op responsibility, hopes somebody gives him something to shoot at. He's trying to elicit a peek here, announcing himself. Sadzin's far removed from this bomb site, but it's fine. Lotto's got Goose locked in. Headshot traded back. Bomb in the middle of the site. Kit's got to be grabbed. No.
Whoa.
Onto the op. He'll swap. Still just enough time. Oh, it's awkward as Sadzin gives him a little peek and then fades right back in for a substantial 8-1 T-side lead.
I like that play actually from Slacks, because otherwise, there might have been a guy standing out there in the corner in the open slightly, but overall, that was just low odds. Man, why did it feel like Legacy were just going to win 3v4 before they even got up to the site? Everyone from M80 was incredibly passive, as if they had already lost the site. They should have been maybe more willing to trade down on numbers.
Quick push out for the defense. They eat a flash and go right back into their cover.
After all that, just a bit of damage on Swisher. Lake's got the only flash in lower tunnels now. Now it's like last round, except everyone's more out in the open, and it's actually time to start using those mollies. We're coming up to 30 seconds. Everyone's got those guns out, but yeah, start fighting.
Opper about to take up a line. Sadzin hoping for a target at 20 seconds.
Yeah,
really
no
down to the wire.
Oh, there it is from Lake. Oh no, where'd they get that?
They pop it open. No problem towards middle. Late arrival here for Nissim. Legacy don't look like they want anything to do with this site. This round really kind of fizzles out on long.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of positioning there for Legacy. M80 just waiting and waiting for their fight, and by the time the fight signs up for it, they pop open a smoke, disrupt it just enough, and we'll be happy to at least have two. And they let Legacy know.
Yeah, they waited a long time to do what they could have done, 30 seconds before that. But M80, credit to them, they threw a bunch of utility early just to threaten an early cross. And as time went on, this is a bad smoke on the long cross. They have a lot of utility left over. They could blow the smoke up. They could volley the site multiple times if it came to it.
We got two!
We got two!
We got two.
We got two!
Oh, we got two is crazy. In a fun way, though.
That's the North American spirit, baby. We got two.
Mood boost.
That's what M80 say about their German teammates. We've got two. Trying to be the hometown heroes over a big that again plays later today. Sin not bothered by that flash. But it's a concern that there's this many bodies coming out through the long doors. Yeah, Art spams away Sin, who signs up for a duel that he can't quite win with this many members of Legacy ready to rock. And they will yet again threaten long control, but this does draw the Opera's attention from Carr. Nissim activates off Catwalk. Slick, couple of headshots. Slacks has got a lot to deal with now. Smoke fades, he lands that shot, but unfortunately can't topple another player, and it's a long run from JBA. B-site to the long flank.
Yeah, the bomb is on Lotto, so actually, come back to spot this. Damage in on JBA.
The bomb dropped.
There is an outside chance that he wins this, but 2
seconds.
difficult duels as they have to go back and get the bomb.
They laid her up for the long peek, and he doesn't want to give it to them.
He can't play full passive, though. Like, I guess maybe if he is actually drawing out a fight, but they're just going to run.
Now he knows they've scooped that bomb back up. He'll try to reposition. Maybe they consider he's gone cat.
Oh.
There's a fight to Quar. Oh! Tucks in, comes back at it. Now Sadzin's hands busy. It's a health advantage, Sadzin. Cover advantage, Sadzin. JBA to try to close the clutch. Thinks he's still behind the sight box.
Wow, Sadzin's making a huge risk, and it's paying off. He got all the way off to the corner, and he's staying here, floating. Will JBA calculate this correctly?
Starts to consider it, floating in the open. Sadzin with the blind side. It's a valiant effort. The timing almost gets JBA into that.
It was great. They did fall for the sound bait. It felt like, for me, that it was going to be just allowing them to get the bomb planted, but they did fall for it.
Third 1vx win for Sadzin this map alone.
Damn, and a couple on Cat. That exact spot.
So here comes Death.
I'm gonna say this is a little late.
Yeah, he took his first one after the round they lost to the Tech-9 rush up Catwalk. No other timeouts from that point until now.
Okay, so it's... Okay. I thought it was his first of the half. Yeah. Bit too much going on in a bad way to get it under control. And I guess earlier when I wanted them to call this pause, there was that great idea to get the double op set up, and they won the round, so it was okay.
Without a pause. Just kind of new to adapt.
Yeah.
Go fly out top mid. Slacks is not a part of this mid hold. Really was a big part of the early concern, this lack of mid presence out of M80, the just default to having 2B defenders, no support.
Little uncomfortable for Sin there. That is, his molly gets extinguished. Sure, he's feeling a little frantic there, a little vulnerable towards A, but I don't think Legacy know about this. There's been a little bit more blocking and attention to mid at the very minimum, so they can't simply go out and clear things.
That terrorist smoke at the end of tunnels now fades. Because there's a third member of the defense in there, they'll check this.
They figured it out, haven't they?
Feels like they're definitely sizing up this A site with intention. Oh, trying to squeeze behind the flames. And that's at least enough to make him waste the frag grenade. Art definitely just scrambled Sin. And yet nobody from that B site's yet to move. Still concerned about the mid presence. Insta-kill from Sadzin's op. Down goes your sight hold. Slacks on the recovery, back towards long. Lands the shot, but via wall bang. And unfortunately, then's not given a chance to whip over to the site. And so real control now for Legacy in the final round of this T side. An ambitious climb up from Swisher in just a moment. Off that flash, you've got Legacy players with heads tucked in sight. Support from the long pit via op. Lotto actually swapping to the AK, and it's going to be the Galil to get this double. Swisher 1v4, cut down to size. Rock solid, double-digit T-side out of Legacy.
a dread. He's going to hit the ground there. Oh, what a jumping double for Cole! What is going on right now? How does he do this? Cole is save luminosity with the all-play.
It's the last time,
Everything into this.
or it's not. But no matter what, we have nothing to lose, okay? Just give all energy. Because there's nothing after.
It's the last time, or it's not. He's got a point, damn it. He's got a point.
Oh, man.
You are dead right. I think, you know, this is a legacy that's just caught M80 licking their wounds from yesterday. The bet boom dismantling of Dust2 is happening again. We said, ooh, it couldn't be as bad as that. And, well, it could be just as bad as that. A 13-2 back-to-back days if Legacy take this pistol and give M80 no space thereafter.
That was unfortunately such a deserved 10-2 half. There's no other way to put it.
Brutal, but honest. Lake tries to make this happen. Ooh, Art's catching the headshot. Here comes the big commitment. Long player's got to fight. Art just pop it up to perfection.
There's Lake.
He's on with everything so far. Lake says, I'm not getting 13-2'd twice, damn it. He'll put up a 3K to try to give an early pistol win over to M80. They can at least say we improved versus the results from that bet boom match last night.
Miss him on the walk up.
The retake's on. He's got a smoke still as well. If he puts that on top of the bomb,
Ooh,
no.
That's a good smoke.
He'll block off the long player. We got damage here from Lake. He's got the quad kill and the pistol. Oh, he's got it. All five. An ace for Lake. But it is still M80 that are drowning.
Yeah, but that's going to be great after the half and being able to forget about what just happened in that 10-2 start. Lake could definitely fire the team up now. It puts them on 3. They don't have to play that CT side anymore. But let's see if Legacy can build momentum off of it.
We got a tunnel push coming through from Legacy. This double scout is set up with a bunch of MP9s. But they'll both get popped with nothing. And Lotto's attempt to get into the other side of tunnels is just him dissuaded after his 2 other teammates die quick. Art eats the flash. That's Lake to slide under the line. Not trying to mask it either. He's going to pop right up, deal with the scout swiftly, and give M80 a bit of runway here on Dust2. Just a bit, though.
It starts with the dignity rounds, but just anything but like what happened in their best of 1 results.
Yeah.
Like, we're used to seeing teams like survive a stage and then get better, and then lose to teams who are just too good.
Right.
But not get worse. When has that ever happened? Who's, like, in all the majors we've watched, casted as, you know, when a team survives a stage, besides like FlyQuest.
I was going to say, they're actually the...
But they've never been good, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, they're not comparable to any, you know, team that's going to make playoffs or whatever, but like...
Sure. I don't think it's fair to put M80 in that category to make playoffs. But...
Yeah, that's true.
But... Yeah. Yeah, it's rough.
But they're not like major stage 1 specialists. They take wins outside of majors.
Fair.
Right, that makes them impressive.
Terrorists win.
Drop me the MP9 then.
This is the team that beat G2 so hard they bought Malps.
Here's that ace one more time from Lake, just to enjoy it in all its glory. This one's for the North Americans back home tuning in. Just repeat that round a few times, over and over and over. And
Oh, I mean, they've got the Cloud9 win at Boston on the other monitor. So it's,
never forget.
you know, we just say they'll never take that from us. So we know how to hang on to nostalgia.
Legacy are working with an awkward tool set. But just because it's awkward doesn't mean it can't be lethal. The context of this game is Legacy have made it happen with less. We get this early clumping of M80 over towards the tunnels, and right now, as the B site stands, it is very much only Sadzin, and he's got some clutches to his name, but a 5-man hold on your own, you'd think impossible.
Yeah, just go. They got him.
Trying to soften him up, they'll send in the flashbangs. He's now missing the follow-up targets, and so he's just going to get blown away by the MAC-10 of JBA, and all while Lake has postured himself out here on the scaffold. So this is going to be another one to come up M80. They are now at half of the rounds of Legacy. Interesting, as this T side slowly, piece by piece, begins to build itself.
Yeah, it's no full buy yet, but it's a carbon copy of what M80 did that cost them in the first half. But yeah, we have to see what setup they use when they've got all their guns. MAC-10 versus a Deagle.
Terrorists win.
I'd rather be the MAC-10.
Good, let him have it. Let him have
That's
it.
so funny. I love it.
Legacy have to know it's coming back their way. They made a career of it in their breakout major run back at Austin,
This
an
is where... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
where Legacy actually progressed to stage 3 from stage 1. And we're on the brink of making playoffs with 2 wins in that final stage. So this is just all about getting the organization and the core back to where they once were.
Now, this is the round where they either, you know, copy M80 in all the worst ways or do something a bit more active and different.
Well-placed nade will help out Legacy's endeavors for round 16. A second grenade's got Lake damn near dead.
And they were just trying to prod out long. So they're actually maintaining information on every single part of the map. Sadzin's getting in behind dumau. I don't know if they're going to be ready for this flash.
Pops ahead of it. dumau, yeah, he's got blinded players on the other side, still just trying to draw him in.
Good, the second flash.
Sadzin with the perfect support for dumau. dumau delivers another headshot onto Slacks.
Oh, Art is up there. Might have been his bullet, too. Nope, dumau was the one, man.
Talk about output. This rifle round, a stark contrast.
Dude, I mean, that just shows you, like, that shows every improvement that M80 needs to make about their CT setup, sort of all epitomized in one round. They had basically their cake and ate it too. They had mid, they had vision on it, they had 2 guys there, they had fast rotations, they had long, they had early util damage so they can slow down. They transposed from one setup to another. It just wasn't full passive, not watching anything, waiting for their fate to come to them. So what now, M80? As soon as Legacy get on guns, they show you everything that you left on the table in the first half.
All the things you could have done.
Yeah, that we know you could have as well. We've seen M80 pull out some great calls and setups at this major. But right now it's feeling like a Ty Lue situation. Great tag on Lotto. Slacks might find out about that one later. On for a pre-checkout mid, don't see anything.
This game of cat and mouse coming towards catwalk again, it seems. This time you don't have dumau pressed into it. You've got Lotto low.
On the money.
Hard, and there's more
He's
and
got
more
another.
frag grenades. He's got another one after this one as well.
Oh, that's
so-
perfect as well, isn't it? Oh,
God.
2 different guys in 2 different positions.
Good lord.
Yeah, he's looking like Nico with those HEs right now. And Art has been standing here like a statue for the entire round.
Doesn't even have the pin
And
pull.
it's a trap wire. They cross by him, and he can finally release his incendiary, but by the time he does, it's late. And Sin's now already made noise, so... Like, if he sees Sadzin at all, Sin's just going to get killed.
We go 30 seconds. dumau prods through the mid doors, almost tracking that mid play, but they do
That's all
break
he-
through as nobody's holding catwalk. This A site's definitely compromised. You got to win the fight on long. Art's going to try to swing out and catch you. You can plant for catwalk if you're Lake. Oh, Sin wins that
what?
duel. Now a critical turning point because it's man advantage and Lake extends beyond it.
Okay.
Felt like Legacy got a little too comfortable there, pressing away
nice.
from the site.
I mean, I guess he couldn't have fought unless the rotations were more aggressive through CT spawn if Nissan wanted to get back to the site and fight them on the cross. But that's also a bit of, I think in this spot, dumau choosing to lean into spawn after throwing his HE grenades. So they did a lot of things actually really well here, but man, Sin, who was a non-factor on those long holes in the first half, shows a lot of awareness right here to take out Art as well as fight that corner, and is a huge problem because Legacy are happy to fight him at first, but they can't kill him.
It's also Art who had that kind of 1v1 jostling with Sin that drew Sadzin from the CT cross over to long as well. That takes the last set of eyes off catwalk. That was your CT cross player that went and doubled up on long. And
Oh yeah, but it's like it could have been Art. It could have just been Art on the corner.
Mhm.
Like it could have been Art peeking second,
Mhm.
right?
So M80 skate by an unwatched catwalk while Sadzin was helping out. Ooh,
Oh.
and Slack's regaining vision quick enough to find an opening kill. M80 closing the distance to a 5-round gap at a 5v4 with good guns in hand for this 18th round of Dust 2.
Not much better.
Sin said it on TeamSpeak in between halves. Give this all of your energy. There's nothing on the other side of today if we can't win this. They improve on the scoreline from Bet Boom yesterday. And now again, just walk out through this catwalk. No
Okay.
eyes on it.
Yeah,
Once
that's
more,
true.
Legacy, they're just banking on Art. He turns and there's already a player clearly in the site. Art gets a warning sign and is able to dive into cover at least, but this is a foregone A-bomb site in a 5v4 advantage out of M80. Why not just go back to what worked?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's like a bit of Art with the call. Dead silent up what is normally a very tumultuous choke point with a lot of action, a lot of people trying to pry for vision. Now, still for Legacy, it's not the worst case in the world in an 11-6 situation to save with 4 players and an op on CT side. You make money, you replenish all your utility next round. For giving away economy to the other team in a spot like this, almost doesn't matter at all. Obviously, you'd love for your next 2 rounds to be free, but as long as you have savings and you can continue to buy, and you'll always be a threat. So, very solid, low friction hit here from M80. One great tactic to kick off, and they are well past the dignity rounds now. They aren't fighting against map point. This one's still up for grabs, M80.
Legacy resort to their first timeout. Still around where clearly they've got all the guns they could ask for. Still Sadzin on that op.
Yeah, they're more than stocked, and I'm still seeing ideas out of them, and until you get that round that looks like they've calcified and played passive, then I'm going to be like, all right, Legacy, looks like you can get nervous too, but we haven't seen that just yet. For now, they're getting outmaneuvered. I wonder what M80 will come up with again to try to slip the net. And can Slacks, wow, he's delivered 2 door wall bangs, an opening kill last round. And Sadzin is a good guy to hit. He's been a problem for Legacy this match.
This T-side has now won 5 of the 6 rounds on the attack. It was just such a flat first half that M80 continued to trail by a significant amount of rounds, but how much longer? Nades up the catwalk, frag grenade placed.
Good.
We've seen that one just hit multiple times. Lake's gonna go charging through. They're trying to play with a quick timing. They've got a guy in Goose. Lotto tucked to the corner.
Oh, the molly.
It's going to burn them back. They're going to try to still charge headstrong through. JBA doesn't consider Goose, and now this one's just getting mopped up. M80 sprayed through the smoke by Lotto. And this time with a player hard dedicated to Goose. Isn't that just the perfect changeup from those open catwalk runs we've seen M80 win rounds off of?
And it's also they're playing Goose while dumau is nading Cat as if he's the only guy watching A maybe from the ramp.
And to note, first timeout that Legacy utilize, and they get this fresh changeup that's a perfectly positioned new defender in that site that wins Legacy their 12th. Great adjustment, valuable round win, but it is still money for M80 because of the streak they had going.
Really wanted the cat play to carry him all the way to the finish line. But maybe they bet on black too many times in a row.
Oh, got dumau to drop.
They're gonna do it again.
Banking on Lotto to have eyes over top of the B wall. dumau has had that affinity to come help through the CT spawn.
Just gotta love the assortment of ideas, man. Legacy have brought.
Threatening the mid setup, Slacks finds the first, and then they just fall back through the doors momentarily.
They're looking for any reason to make it up Cat again. Oh, so
Smoke goes out from Lake. We hit 25 seconds with the map on the line. A follow-up smoke onto the boxes. It's a wide reposition here from Art. Teasgo dropping over the ledge. This is going to give Sadzin a shot. He hits it. Good trade from Sin. Art's hoping to go unnoticed. Swisher clears. Gives him a tease. Op shot critically hit. 6 seconds. Bomb's going to get picked up and planted in the coverage on the other side, and there's nobody there to stop it. And so M80 squeeze value out of another A site. It costs them on the approach, but they will still have rounds to play.
very solid round. Again, they just wanted to make another way to set up for the Cat hit. This time they get their opening kill, and that means no matter what tricks Legacy have, unless they go for some crazy full stack, and we didn't see anybody crossing back across middle, that A site is going to be a little bit weaker. It's exactly where they felt comfortable. Couple of great kills from Slacks. And considering the scoreline, it's crazy that he's even 12-8. Oh, wow. That was a good shot. Oh, man, another tag. He's Mr. Consistent on this door cross.
Nicely done. Keeping Sadzin low, keeping Legacy on their toes, and yet again, taking a look through mid, they clear out Lotto point blank, and man advantage M80.
Yeah, that feels so good to get a play like that going. Op shot misses, the flash was perfect, the tactic was the right call.
More utility pressure trickles out
where
through
they
the
want to go
mid-doors.
now.
They're going to be walking this one up catwalk. Met by a smoke grenade, they'll have to pause. That's a fresh smoke.
Yeah, this is very good for M80. I mean, they're showing a lot of, they're trying to condition Legacy, which is working, but does that mean that they condition them and then they still go away?
Right now,
You know what
Legacy
I mean?
have the right call, sitting on top of it. Bomb is sitting at the top of middle. There is time to divert this course.
And they don't want to mid-B, but they need to.
Bomb scooped up, now joining the 4 players total that are sitting here. And even your mid guy starting to split through CT spawn. Legacy have stacked accordingly. You're met by the Opera. They're going to try to trade, and they get mowed down. It is kills through the feed all the way of Legacy, and they charge forward, storming into everybody. Sin late back to the party. Legacy's adaptations as Dust2 went on, the key to closing. And M80 now face elimination with 2 more maps to try to draw this back. But Legacy, the fiery starts. You know,
You can't say that after one stage.
no.
Yeah. James said that after 4 weeks.
Yes.
You know, he did that at the end of Rio. So it's a bit different. I remember when people were tweeting out, "Oh, I'm so tired from the travel schedule," and Simple tweeted out, "Tired? We haven't even started." And it was like 2 months into the season. So, yeah,
So buckle up.
buckle up. You got nothing else to do today.
Nowhere else to go. No place you'd rather be if you're M80, supposedly, than here at the Major. And I believe them when they say it. Problem is, Legacy also want to be here, and they're playing Counter-Strike that deserves to be. No game will be easier than the last for either of these teams as we get deeper and deeper into the never-ending talent that Counter-Strike produces. All of the struggle today, just for another elimination match tomorrow. You are watching a 1-2 game between Legacy and M80, where the Brazilians have map 1 in the bag.
Art's quite an interesting fit into this team for Inferno, because when he used to call it for Furio, it was always their map pick, but it was one where they never had that good of a win rate on. They loved playing it. And now that he comes on to Legacy, and they have the win rate, they love the map, and they've had some of their biggest wins on it too. That does also make him a real threat here.
Fast try to pounce on Sadzin. He's got a choice, right? With the smoke there, do you go back for second servings?
Very
No.
quick. Very
It's going to be
slick.
a deadly-looking split onto dumau. He drops a smoke to CT spawn. They're not going to respect that. A second sooner, maybe. Instead, 2 players dive through. He'll have a chance to maybe cut one off. They're looking for him. They know somebody's got to be here, and he does a great job of dodging the threat originally until Swisher does go ahead and confirm.
They're quick. Got to be careful about how you plant this bomb. Letting
Fast
a buy.
challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, no way. No plant.
They got
15
so
seconds.
fast, and they can tuck, actually.
Slacks has to cross over, pick that up, and somehow plant.
He's not planting yet because they can rush him down.
7 to the clock. They're going to try to get at him, but he's playing that pillar to perfection. Dual Berettas down with 1. Nissim wins the kill over towards CT spawn. And just when M80 thought they had a freebie of a bomb plant, it's going to have to be Slacks in the clutch. Confirms 2, sees the 3rd, trying to fight his way out of this, but they'll find that kill. And Legacy caught off by the wraparound of the B site, but they make up with it with a flurry, a sprint up Banana that blindsides M80.
It's technically dumau that did delay long enough as well. Even though they threw that smoke, they didn't really respect it, and they ran through quite swiftly. He got a kill, got to fall back a little bit, and as they were playing this game of trying to fight him, with full confidence and full of breath, Legacy were running the entire way to go for a retake. They kind of knew how it was going to finish. And just immense pressure on M80, even when they do get close to pulling off a strong call.
I think it's one thing they're going to have to be worried about all map long is now you've got Legacy, who are already a team that get really amped up and aggressive, and you've given them a map advantage, and you put them on Inferno, where, as you alluded to, Art will be happy to call.
They're all happy to be here, yeah.
And so it doesn't feel like Legacy are quivering in their boots. It feels like they're ready to just rock M80's world. JBA, drive-by Tech-9, man advantage still for Legacy momentarily with a dumau tag to 18 health, but hey, second set of hands on the scene in Sin. Bomb to be planted, that's money made. M80's pressure flusters Legacy for a second, and now that Galil catching another. With a smoke in front of Moto's side, suddenly this feels all the more possible for M80.
Dumau will know now that Sin has jumped to the pit because he was over here in lane. I guess it would be, well, maybe he'd be guessing. Oh wait, he's not covering this.
Clear sight. Sin tucks back, lets the first
Oh
kill
no,
go
the
down.
nade!
Oh, almost kills
It
himself.
still gets him killed. He can't hide properly.
Just alley-oops Lotto with his own frag grenade, flustered by the
Wait
utility.
a second. Okay.
Gets onto the bomb. Does
That's
he have
close. Whew.
this? Oh my God! What are we
Man, the nade made it so that you knew where he was going to run to
Sure,
as
he had
well. He
to.
couldn't
Yep.
even choose anymore. And he damn near Sudoku.
Crunch the numbers.
And actually, with the amount of time left over, it's all he needed to
Oh,
do
yeah.
is just hide for an extra second.
Oh yeah. We're getting into that.
Sin has bad memories on Inferno.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Very bad memories.
That overtime game versus Bane that was, how do I put this? Not Sin's finest hour.
Yeah. The opposite of a classic. The ASIC.
Still some upgraded tools to work with if you're M80 in this third round. The Legacy are starting to feel rowdy. That's funny. Hit him with the fadeaway Deeg shot through smoke. Scares Dumau for a second. He mag dumps and disappears. This is a falling back Legacy from Banana that also just leaves a sole defender in that site. Dumau returns as the B smoke goes down. 40 seconds and that thing pops. Utility over the top. Blocks off Arch.
Gonna get Art to go back into CT just to hold this off, and I think a part of Art just believes that this is a fake, obviously.
You'd be right about that. They're about to charge through that smoke into Art. Okay, not the right time to pull a nade out. Still delivers the double kill. Defenders in sight while blind find one, and Sadson whips it around to the Moto side. Unleash the MP9.
Let
Fly!
the Tech 9 get a kill.
Nissim decides to wait, and, well, maybe it's the better call. It's still 4 up for Legacy at the end of it. 3-0 their CT start.
Legacy have such strong riflers, man. I never think about opping when I think of this team. I just think of like great multi-frag sprays, you know what I mean?
It's no offense to Mayer, it's kind of what I feel about 9Z.
Yeah. Their highlight is definitely not their opping. No, that's for sure.
Because Mayern's also a decent rifler.
Some say, yep. We're using it more.
Hey,
He's
not
through.
on the day they progress to
He's
top
through.
16. Lake's gonna pounce on a Lotto that was blinded and a second headshot out of Lake. You sign up for that gunfight, Legacy. You're getting a little excited about that threat. Somebody shows presence towards Banana. They sign up to the duel and they'll find themselves 3v5 for their transgressions.
What's Art gonna do about all this?
Plays
Actually
under
love the
flames,
moves.
Drops a nade on top of Slacks, takes him down to 50. What a crazy slot into this position. He's gonna catch them off. Won't be able to get out of there alive, not any day of the week. We'll see if Nissim can catch this pop-up
You just
through
made
the
noise.
underground. Yes, he did. Gotcha. They'll find an empty B bomb site. It's an upgrade for Nissim. They could call this quits or go take a look at it. Choice is kind of Legacies at the moment.
It's a dubious position. They don't have anyone in a normal, natural spot over in CT spawn, but they have two of the best retake spots at the bottom of B. They were early enough where the bomb didn't get planted. And with their way they're playing and the HP left over, honestly, I think there's a world, but it is the safer option. Did not attempt it. It's a big double from Lake. Got the Weebs cowering. I love how it's like, usually it's explosive finishes where it's a clutch, but they wait until that bomb goes off.
Maybe because they were still worried about that potential retake. You know, the worst thing you could do is celebrate early.
We need 2 drops for it. Drop 1.
It gives Legacy something to think about. His first 2 kills of the map win them that round. Poor M80 were eating frag grenades back on Dust2.
Well, they pop in this, it may be dangerous.
Nissam's in front of their smoke. Nissam's got the back. It's actually Lake to kill Art first.
Wow, and they peel out?
Wow, Nissam doesn't get a chance to jump by the looks of things.
I wonder if it's going to be good for them. I mean, they keep the man up.
I mean, how the hell did they kill Art under or on top of Porch
I think it was
without
on
Nissam
top.
shooting?
It was kind of wild. Just poked out. He might have had a nade out. Or he was playing anti.
It's a great position for M80 to find themselves in. Now you've got a single defender here inside of Pit. If it's not Sadson, and with this op, you just think the time it takes to transition shot to shot, he's doomed.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way you get 5 players solo here, and missing the first shot makes it all the worse. The fact that he goes down empty-handed is going to push Legacy into a save, and M80, you take your sweet time, my friends, because your major life is on the line, and they will find back-to-back round wins. Last time off of the explosive Lake 2K towards Banana at the start, and this one, a nice, slow bracket squeeze that somehow goes unpunished. How's this work?
He was playing anti. Yeah, I guess that's his own choice. Because like Nissam's spot, he can't push up so much to see the closer corner, because then he's exposed to the farther one as well. So that's why sometimes you double up high-low on the porch, but they had the up and got Molly back.
Terrorists win.
Maybe find a freebie.
Okay, do whatever on people. I want to start free right side with Josh.
Okay, what do you want? Right side?
Mason,
It's a good-looking round at M80.
Josh, we go double exit.
Okay, then I can focus for all first.
That's fine. Extinguish.
He's got 2 ace of spades in his tattoo. All of them are ace of spades. He's cheating.
Money hasn't dried up for Legacy just yet. The economy is booming on M80's side. Instead of sitting back, we get this forward press into the apartments. JBA blasts Nissim out of the round. Art with the quick rebuttal. Goes for the mid-peek.
Whoa.
Held by Slacks in the background. That Opera's going to make the difference. A-site wide for the taking. We've got a bomb and spawn, though, that'll need to be scooped up by Slacks. And it does look like Legacy want to take a bit of a test, a run over here just to see what maybe they can do.
That was so crazy from Art because he just got a kill in Boiler. Was he going to cross all the way over to Arch? Okay, if he just took the natural move back to Pit, he actually would have beat the guys who are running after him and slowed things down.
So into the save we go. M80 tie this game up.
Nice.
That's the real prayer room. Spirits remain high for M80. They've got this game tied up. T-side going well for their map pick.
Terrorists win.
And Legacy just not looking as sharp as they did back on Dust2 in terms of like the utility and the different setups and the explosiveness of the players, right? We haven't gotten like big multi-kills in these last few rounds.
Yeah, it's different setups every round.
Yeah, but none of them working.
That's moving the goalpost a little bit.
That's the difference between this and Dust2. Make it work. Going to do it now with the triple. 5-7, slowly eating away into the rifles that Legacy bring to the table, round after round.
Was the last time they used this setup, huh?
Yeah, it's fresh.
Yeah.
Think it's going to work?
That I can't promise. 3-5-7s on this round for Legacy. Double nade coming over. Perfect on dumau. He doesn't even flinch.
Locked in on that hold just in case. And, well, M80 will instantly transition. 5 numbers strong over to the A commitment. Which, because it is a new setup for Legacy, features nobody inside the apartments. Short, pit, balk, graveyard, site, moto, nothing. It's 2-5-7s on the arc side. Wow, and they're going to walk right into these 5-7s, but blinding them all the while. Good assist by Slacks. Good double kill by Lake. Hail Mary moment out of Art as he tries to... No, I thought Art threw that.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah, through the arch smoke.
All right, well, some damage, but that's it. It's a clean round out of M80. Nicely done. Perfectly timed flash for the double 5-7 setup on Arch. You know how badly that can go sometimes. Worked the map very well. They've got battle scars from Inferno. I'm sure they've learned a lot.
And Legacy not meant to be chumps on this map. I mean, they've got victories over very impressive teams, including M80 in a 13-5 outing back at Atlanta. But they also defeated Na'Vi, the Mongols, MIBR.
Everyone on this team loves Inferno.
But just not piecing it together right now in this head-to-head. The triple 5-7 gives way to full rifles in this next one.
Remember, M80 would have beat Bait if they didn't totally choke. They had an incredible Inferno.
Double nades again. There we go. Good value. Right over top, and dumau's just been kind of neutralized these last 2 rounds by the frag grenades. You don't give him a duel, he's got nothing to get excited about. JBA confirms it. Satson again, hopping in the front line, missed chance. And as that sniper whiffs, support system and Lotto's got way too much to do. Does tag the 2 that cross, but nobody's here, and it's looking like another Legacy save in a second.
Yeah, he was super committed in a way that, even with a kill, there was that instant double swing. He would not have been able to fall back to the site, and there was no one behind him to get a tag off of his peak. So, you know, just like Legacy were calling out a lot of their setups on Dust2, it feels like a bit of the same here for M80 versus them now. Sin was going really hard on the reads when they played against Bade, saying, like, this is what they're going to do now, this is what we're going to try now. And was coming up with a lot of success.
Mohan, I don't like this map.
Yeah, we already knew that.
5 saves in a row now for Legacy. And you can't blame them. Too difficult to get into that retake.
Yeah, they just need one more, like, tunnel or bridge or something like that.
Or just
connector, an airport. Railway.
We've never done an escalator.
Yeah. But it's usually on the
Oops.
usually on the hostage maps. Not escalators for some reason. When you got a hostage on your
It always freaks me out. I always tell him, you keep breathing in my ear, I'm gonna shoot you myself.
It'd be great if it was just like the devs that mount the like metallic.
I'm gonna leave you behind, buddy.
Elias, smoke.
I'm carrying you. Why are you out of breath? These damn hostages.
Looking like another good attempt. I mean,
Yep.
yeah, this is
Got
really
him off.
sweet. I mean, the speed at which they approach this, and like you see the retake grenades and everything, like they totally called out Legacy. They're way too slow. This is a bit of Legacy on them. Wow, this is an amazing bounce back from what they showed us on Dust2, which was, let's piss poor. It was awful. And if they continue to play that badly, I would have never said that. But this is all they need and more.
This will be Legacy off to their 6th consecutive save. Losing rounds in the opening moves.
And the op.
Deny it.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness, he
there's the
actually
op
came
down.
to look.
Not getting that one back. Woo. That was Nissim to kill JBA for the record. So still 2 players survive on the side of M80 as they go up 6-3 with this 6-round streak of terrorist round wins.
They lose the op, but with the amount of saves, they have enough money to rebuy everything.
Nice!
They've saved so many rounds, you think they could just buy a round win.
Imagine you could trade in dollars for wins.
Duel down middle for Sadzin. But he gives it up after hanging on to it for about all of 3 seconds. Nades for JBA and Swisher's approach, or Lakes. And now it's got Swisher dead as dumau opens up. It's first blood for Legacy, something that's been very elusive. But at the same time, this apartment's walkout's only got 1 player in sight to have to stop it in Nissim. He catches the first, but it's JBA to catch the kill. Sadzin's op trades back. Man advantage maintained by Legacy. Everybody on the scene in a moment.
Oh, what a find.
Sadzin puts another bullet through that smoke.
Get
and we
that
go
bomb planted
4v2
now,
Legacy.
man.
Bomb planted a second. Slack scours Moto first. Pit player crosses over to the half wall. And Lake, in anticipation of the short walk up, has seen nobody just yet. Slow crawl out through brackets first for Legacy.
It's unbelievably slow, but they also have time to spare.
Got a kid on dumau and a kid on Lotto.
Oh, Slacks is making a crazy risk, but man, falling back to library is kind of perfect.
There it is.
Insane. Did he just...
Completely wrote off the library side. Walks up into it. We've got Legacy finally getting an answer. Finally going for a retake and sticking the landing. It was a comfortable 4v2 advantage for the 6-4 score.
Sadzin doing most of the work here after dumau's opening. Second one through the smoke. Triangulated.
Yeah, the op didn't even shoot. You notice that?
Like sound-wise?
Yeah, there's no sound at all.
Yeah, that was weird.
Freaky. It's a solid T side. 6 rounds secured, M80. That starts off with a dumau aggressive banana peek for 1, goes untraded, and really just kind of flushes M80 into the rest of the Legacy players over on the A site.
It's a good nade on Swisher. Kicked off for the opening last round Legacy. They've also been dishing out the U-tilt damage all the same from T-side, no less. Gravy, nice wrist from Sadzin.
Yep, just enough.
Goodness.
Gets back around into the site. Art now feeling like he can press in on Banana with dumau right behind him for the support. But those two will pause behind their own flames. What's that?
What's that?
Look at this smoke.
What am I looking at here?
See the smoke. Was meant to smoke off brackets, but instead it just got stuck on the side of porch. So now all of a sudden there's been vision here the whole time for M80.
They are going to walk into this, but will they be wider than his scope is the question. Let's see if Sadzin. Oh, he reads perfectly. Oh, they didn't see him perfectly? Oh, Sin dies.
He dives sight, Sadzin into cover.
It's scary to approach this now. They know there's another player here.
Lotto's a little concerned that they might just hit him on Arch, so he's still just in the CT spawn. It's library smoked off. Backside held by Sadzin with the op. They give themselves room to work forward. Ooh, late clears that backside.
Very
Slacks
nice.
Opens up. And the bomb in the depths of the bomb site, the priority. It's gonna get burned out. Swisher has to reposition. Two players on top of boxes. Flash finds Slacks towards pit. He jump spots up and over, missing his chances to kill dumau. And now Art reveals himself. You know, two of the three, now all three. Lotto's got both from inside side as they tried to help out Slacks. It is gonna be Legacy to flush that bomb site and close the gap to 1.
It's a really strong retake. All the positions played perfectly. Must be frustrating here for M80. Things almost came together, but a couple of chances at shots didn't get the kills. In a little bit of a comeback into this first half now for Legacy. Bit of a messy moment there on the site. They didn't really have a good idea of where all of the T's were rotating in from.
And an easy transition onto Swisher, who was sitting low health because of the utility that they softened him up with before the retake commit. So Legacy successful in the 2 retakes they've attempted. And M80's 6 round wins, the 6 Legacy saves. Hit that point in the half where they have to play the game. They play it well. There was a couple of great slams on Banana for M80's attack at times, but they haven't been given those duels by Legacy in these most recent rounds. And this one, no different. Smoke's about to fade at the half wall. Swisher tucks in behind it, and it's only dumau towards Banana kind of pushing pressure on. But it's not long-lived. He falls back to the site. We get that artillery shell over top, and Sadzin given a chance on Arch, but kind of rushes the shot.
BBA
Would be crazy to try to walk through that.
No, Sadzin has the right read. Oh, it's incredible out of
Beautiful
that.
flank.
That is insane.
Yep, doesn't let the kid get away.
Knows exactly what's happening.
It's an all-in from M80 in the final round of the half to try to topple the B defense, and Lotto and dumau keep the shooting sharp. Poor Slacks whittled down to 15 HP. Oh, never mind. He's just all gone. Fast flank through Banana, and it's going to be the 21 health, 1v4, out of Sin, forced issue. Sadzin spams him down with that clean flank on JBA to make sure they can't get into any antics. It's the first 3 and the last 3 for the 6-6 half. Three final rounds for Legacy to tie this game up and now take over to the T side of a map that they play well. It's time to see whether M80 still have the resilience to hang on to this game. For the majority of that first half, it felt like they were in the driver's seat.
Yeah, totally. And we got just Legacy ending on that note to show that they have put their stamp on the series. They're playing their CS at the moment and entering back against a bit of a strong. This is kind of what I expected on Dust2. More of a fight from M80. But now we don't know. Swisher always feels bad. First peak instantly gushed. At least it leaves him on 37 and not 9.
See what kind of tempo Legacy opt to play this map with.
Starting from a decoy. Got.
Sucker. But it's still a good
CTs
grenade.
don't want to rotate yet.
Yeah, that frag accomplishes more than that decoy, I'll tell you that.
2-1.
They get the smoke out of the defense. They smoke off CT Cross themselves. Is there a willingness here for Legacy to just barge their way through? Yes, sir, with the flash. USP to the back of the head of one. Sin, limited cover, drops the bomb because that flash assist from Slacks is key. Dumau and Nissim, though, bring it back. And with low health on two of the players here for Legacy, Slacks wants into the action. Great spam through.
He's just trying it.
Oh, why not, right?
Yeah.
Zero
We didn't
cost.
see the smoke on the other side of it. We didn't see the bullets go through, did we? Maybe we could just see a little bit above it. I don't know.
Sadzin
That's for the lead.
feeling the hype off that one. You close out the first half with 3 rounds in a row, and then you pick up this pistol, despite being faced by the frag grenade, the smoke grenade, the flash that blinds you on the entry. There's praisable utility here for M80's defense, but the kills come up Legacy. And when you catch the flank, not even checking the corner, it's all made easier there by Nissim, locking in the rear.
Yeah, it's got to be mostly headshots on a round like that. M80's investment now involves no MP9s.
Uh-oh. JBA solo A site. Doesn't look like Legacy are going to waste any time here.
Yeah.
They're going to
Bart's out of
stampede
smoke,
into him.
Falls back.
Smoke does cause a pause, a little cause for concern. Ooh, and an MP7 on the side of a popped open smoke. Now there's bullets flying and health dropping both sides. CT's open it again. And within that, we've got Lake with a second kill this round, but now he's down and done for. T's put another one on that moto side. Nissan concerned about the apartment's flank once more, just trying to hold off any potential M80 antics, but they are all stuck now behind that smoke with no way to pop them open.
It's a nice insurance policy, and it does feel like this is a round you could play with, but really, you're not going to win the retake, right? Unless Swisher somehow gets a chance on this, but otherwise, it actually is worth saving the little bits you got. Could have been an upgrade for him.
Commendable effort by Lake. In the flurry of all of that, finding 2 kills with the MP7, just using their nades instead of damage to kind of catch Legacy in those open sight lines. There's a big ask of JBA from inside sight alone from the beginning to get anything. If only, you know, Lake gets those kills and JBA's got a chance to swing wide and couple off at the moment, but that was never it.
Yeah, I think he got rushed down so hard, he was hoping to use his smoke a little bit more aggressively instead of back there on the site. It's been a game of speed both ways. A lot of fast rounds coming out of the T sides.
Hanging on to very little after that last round. Slacks will be tasked to be the hero as the only set of Kevlar remaining. Legacy let some grenades fly and then pump the brakes and start walking their way up Banana. Numbers strong once more.
Yeah, this setup is not terribly interesting. The CT's actually got a smoke off. And you know what? I changed my mind. They do send this back towards A, where there are more players here.
And a flash.
Keep your gun out, though.
The flash meant to get that MP7 into the action. JBA extends forward to catch a Galil.
Yeah, going Arch makes a lot of sense. They know there's 2 players rotating over.
It's double smokes down for Legacy. A USP in Swisher's hand to suddenly pop through that Arch smoke when he chooses to. A Galil with some decent cover over towards Little Pit. JBA's got that headshot angle to try to play with. Swisher emerges, that gets covered. The Galil will connect the headshot. And now Lotto tries to get into the action. 3v3, JBA still firing off. Perfect distraction for Lake to strike one down. Bomb though towards Moto, covered by Lotto, and it's Legacy up by 3.
Yeah, that was hard out of Lotto. He's 9-2 on this game. Dumau's 12-5. And even though it was somehow a 6-6 scoreline, they've got these very handsome individual KDs to be walking into round 16 with. Buy up in full here, and Slacks is going to have an op. He needs to recover 3 and 8 so far. We know how important his op impact is for M80. It's all going a bit far, but the flashes looks good. Feels
Layers.
like, do they eat their own flash?
Couple of layers and Swisher gets the difference maker.
Could have been a counter flash, I'm not sure, but
Early presence inside of apartments, groups up between Lotto and Nissim. That frisky angle from Swisher currently held down Bananas, freed up Sin to move over to this Arch side. The utility pressure is being laid on thick by Legacy out brackets at the moment.
I think they just don't really care about Arch at the moment. They just want to let them sit here, fight nothing. JBA's the one.
You'll have to put it up. Oh, late flash. At least Sin with a chance. Nissim emerging out through the balcony. They can't right off the little pit. JBA's head takes a bullet. He's hanging on.
How?
He's got himself a second.
Oh.
Sin covers over.
2 HP, man. He's weaving through those bullets.
Couple of frags to his name. Great effort from M80, putting those defenders in place, even eating the flash on Arch, yet still getting away with the hold. That is made possible by Sin. His 2K coupled with JBA's puts M80 within 2 rounds of Legacy.
Yeah, and Legacy's money is very awkward, actually. They buy pretty much right away here, but they still only get 3 guns out of it. Yeah, it's a great moment for JBA.
And a limited follow-up here by Legacy. Tech 9, P250, Galil in the mix. Slack's playing short side with Sin, full mag dump, covered by Lake.
Oh, they can call it
not
off.
ready.
Totally, and they know he's over here.
He still hasn't had a chance to leave. Lotto's got you locked in. He actually gives up the angle. Sin cautious about it on the fallback. Slacks is going to find a back turn to him. Art just a little too thick on this side of the smoke. You've got a Swisher jump spot with an incendiary pulled. Here comes the pack. He's going to try to lean back into the B defense.
Oh, he's getting run down.
They're on the pounce. He drops the smoke in front of him, but they could still just disrespect this. It flashes through, a smoke for the cross. He plays close. A1S blinded, and he just tries to trade positions. They find him. Sadson from the Tech 9 double down into the post plant.
And they knew how to get into that. They knew he was alone. They could tell by the speed at which he dropped that smoke and tried to fall back, but he ate the flash. Was lucky to even get damage from his position. Could barely see anything. But as soon as he ran back into that CT smoke, they knew exactly where he was. And on the weird buy, they end up winning. This brings it to 10, brings back the money. They do it off a tactic over top of that arch smoke. Sin thought he was being tricky by mag dumping, and they were there ready to punish.
Great
Sometimes
move.
you have to be a bit more subtle about it.
Right.
You know, it's like, who's going to drop all of their ammo on the other side of a smoke?
Not a guy standing there alone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, trust me, guys, these guys are dumb.
Oh, yeah, he was spamming away at the
Wow.
first, and then, well, somebody just puts their noggin on the line. Def coming through with a chance to revert course. We've seen real resilience from M80 on this very map in their Cologne run so far. It's 3 rounds to the tie. It's full guns and grenades for the M80 side. And coming off of a def tac pause, which in previous games has had genuine impact on the results and M80's ability to hang on.
My favorite part about last round was when you said Art was a little too thick.
His whole rump was sticking out of that smoke.
Kind of tough when they worked the whole map and got away with playing it risky, but also kind of knew where they could take risks. I think that's the real scary part for M80. They had good utility, but they knew when the bluffs could be called, like here.
Yep, trying to charge around. Sin hangs on for control. It's brackets for Legacy, that's it, that's all. Lake begins his expedition down Banana, pressing through, looking to smoke deep. Very comparable to when Swisher was here on his own the last time Legacy won a round. Slack's unable to strike you off of the boiler, did spot bomb with that.
Whoa.
And almost went in for a second glimpse, but just missed the timing. A push through the apartments. It's caught by Nissim.
Whoa,
there's a
Sin
second
walking down
player here.
halls. Okay.
Good on JVA to at least trade back. He returns into the site to try to help out. And as he's climbing up over the railing, they are pressing up alongside Short. dumau caught on his press out through Moto. Slacks is off, connects. It's Lotto in the middle. He knows the offer's here. Sadson from beyond the grave. Lotto turns it back and his Lake tiptoes up through brackets. It's this bomb prioritized for the plant.
Walking the entire way.
He's coming.
Lotto thinks it's Arch.
To be blindsided by Lake, who's just walked his way to the clutch and takes another one away from Legacy to continue to close this gap.
That is an unnerving moment, man. The molly from beyond the grave. And Lake walks away, 100 HP, whole kit of utility, the op, and the round win to keep this within 2. And Legacy back to a less than full strength buy, but the same story can be told for M80. They have an MP9 and a FAMAS to work with. There's a lot on the line this round. Oh, and Lake comes out with the opener.
Love that.
Dumau out, and I think Art can just go ahead and grab this gun at the bottom of Banana.
That's 4 rounds back and forth.
Ooh.
Nade damage immense
That's
for the
worth
Banana
it.
players.
That's either retakers or site defenders. Either way, they are softened up.
Continuous on the jump spot. Lake playing dangerous games with that one. They've got him zoned on the right side. Flash to get him out of here. He will be able to get away. Dropping a smoke in front of it. Art
They really
doesn't
going
seem
through this?
afraid. Oh, he wants it. Art's gonna eat the counter flash. Swisher sets it up and Lake lets lead fly. Triple kill on the hold. You gotta coax them into the chase and they pay the ultimate price.
Yeah, it was a perfect counter flash. That was Legacy getting a little too risky. They've tried this a lot of times, and I mean, they have seen success. Makes sense why they wanted to give it another go, but it's about time that M80 showed that they've learned from this. Legacy never willing to press up and fake, always full committing to that B-site hit.
Counter-terrorists win.
Nice hold, guys. Come on. Let's fucking go.
He is closed.
Yeah, big time.
Set
Down
M80.
so good.
That flash was rock solid. Legacy thought that they could just jump through.
Let's fucking go!
And it's Legacy that suddenly find themselves quiet. They've got the money for a buy here. We see the Tech 9s trickling in.
Yeah, that's almost debatable.
It's not majority rifles, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they've settled for, you know, 1 pistol in these previous situations, but now throwing all their chips on the table for 2 AKs. And, you know, you can see Art biting his nails, the way that he called, and some of these rounds and how they played out, you can really see his style on them.
Oh, yeah.
Legacy, it makes sense why they rock with that. They've always been an explosive team, but you don't want to see them lacking discipline.
To lose this round with Tech 9s in your hand is to give M80
But also,
the lead.
It's maximum embarrassment for M80 and very dangerous territory if they end up losing. And this isn't the kind of round where you both work both sides of the map, so M80 had to
death
be
ball.
very careful about their rotations.
These pistols,
Slacks must hit this shot.
they're just looking to pounce on somebody. You catch one M80 player off guard out of position, you scoop up a gun and the round's on, but it's a quick move back from Slacks to fall back into the site with the kill on the fadeaway. Sadzin,
Pushing through, but actually towards...
CT spawns occupied, 2
There's
CTs
someone
here.
in library here. Nissam's gonna get the kill.
Oh,
Another!
yes, sir.
That's the entire B side open, but the bomb is dropped at Arch.
That was the activation. Pushing off of the short side, taking over brackets. Smoke goes deep. It's too deep. Lotto's got a bit of a line, but it's okay because Sitten presses in. And as he does so, takes the head off Lotto. Now it's a dumau Tech 9 sitting at the bottom of Banana. It's a bomb sitting under the watchful gaze of M80.
Slacks is gonna come in and check this.
Underpass, no way!
No, they fought this and died?
To the Tech 9.
And Nissam's still alive.
Slack swaps that op out for an AK. Nissim comes back at this. Now they've foregone bomb control.
Are they getting flustered? What are they doing?
They're giving this up.
Wait, did they forget that Nissim was still alive here? He's just going to go ahead and plant the bomb. And dumau has their cross cut off. He's going to be able to calm this.
Tag down to 42. dumau's got to let it go.
Oh, it's a moment to speed up the retake. They just have to decide. And dumau's the one who, you know, he doesn't have the info on his side.
Nissim misses his timing. Now they both double back. Bomb planted on this side for the library.
For a library.
Couple of bullets whiz by. Smoke fades on the bomb. Nissim's wide. He's got a player defusing. Players defusing. Defuse halfway there, and they've got this. M80 rushed the bomb site. It's a hell of a recovery to get that bomb to begin with. M80 damn near given a gift to Legacy. Instead, tied game. And those pistols, not enough.
Oh my goodness.
What the
He was
hell was
approaching from that side. I have no idea why they were running that down mid. I'm like positive they knew Nissim. Yeah, Nissim just got 2 kills in library. That looked insane. But they survived that 2 AK buy out of Legacy. But somehow they've always got something to work with.
Fast clash. They're just going to prioritize the aggression. It's pistols in with a Hail Mary run. JBA and Slacks stuff it in its tracks. Third layer thrown through. Insin M80 take it forward.
The buy-up's coming right back after this round, so a quick play allows M80 to take the lead here on Inferno.
I haven't been doing
Guys, can we listen?
It is 2 rounds in a row now, but I do want to say there's a chance that Nissim actually had a smoke to cut the bomb off, and that's why they thought he just grabbed it and left, and that's why they ran down middle like madmen. But I can't replay the round in my mind just yet, so that's the only explanation I see. And let it go, because what matters here is an 11-10 scoreline for M80 secured.
Be careful.
We get damage on Lake.
Whoa, they're turning up the aggression, not slowing it down.
To hell with it. If you're gonna lose it. Legacy's away.
And dumau's way ahead of this in case they want to get more aggressive, and Sin's got a flash.
Yes,
it's gonna cost them.
Sadson catching Swisher with the flash. Sin delivers the double kill, but it's gonna be a man advantage and a vacant bomb site off the back of it. Legacy just break down the B defense.
They wanted to stay confident and just fight as they have been on Banana, being successful.
It's a B site overtaken via violence. Lake and Swisher laughed in Legacy's faces and screamed, B-site's closed. The last time Legacy tried to take it, and they were damn right with that perfect utility to stuff Legacy in their tracks, despite a strong numbers advantage on the assault. This time there's a third defender there, but with smokes all over Banana, Legacy break, and we go 2 versus 2 as the bomb pops. Chance to deny, guns for real.
Oh, big time.
Nissim's gonna rack up costs as Legacy ties this game again, 11 all.
Yeah, I mean, they've still got plenty of money, so M80, they were more so just looking for the kills. Nissim tidies up his scoreline, and it's this frag from Mart. They find Lake inside the smoke. dumau gets in front of a flash. They didn't know he was there the entire time. He didn't shoot a bullet. And it is just a mess of utility up at Car that Legacy find a way to weave around. You can have all the money in the world for this round. It doesn't matter. We're going into round 23 now. And you got to hand it to Legacy. Almost every round they've had some kind of buy. Some of the attempts haven't been much to look at, but they finally get their round. And the game is certainly not finished. So they want to gamble it on aggressive B plays. It almost feels like that's one of their better ways to do it. You know, everything except for when they try to run through the smoke at the end. Who's going to get nervous in round 23? Contact is coming.
Slacks freed up on the bracket line. It's Sin hard committed to this corner. He peels off as they lay a smoke down in middle and look for a reposition at a minute.
Way too passive out of M80 at the moment. Smoke goes out at a minute. They don't have anything here on Banana. You know, maybe they're following up on this really well, just understanding the way that Legacy want to move, trusting their reads more so than their information.
Yeah, but Nissam's dropping nades out of Boiler. Doesn't feel like M80 are buying
Once
into
the
there's anything really
smoke comes
behind it.
Down to 3 pieces of utility.
They're going to smoke off that CT cross. We're
Swisher's
going to
got a
watch
molly.
as Legacy attempt to just break down through this B site yet once again. Flashes to try to get in. We can see Sin preparing his teammates to go for the fights. Is B truly closed? Lake's dead as Lotto rounds that corner. Back corner cleared entirely. Smoke push, and it's only worth the one. It's going to be the man advantage for Legacy in the post plant as we get this A-site scramble, and it's a tough call by M80. Do you attempt this retake?
I mean,
tournament life on the line.
Yeah, Slacks has the op. JBA's right behind him. You know there's a remote possibility, but you don't want to risk it. The money actually mattered. Nissam's 2 kills, and they're worried now about buying in round 24. It's the one time they got to the top of Banana, and there wasn't another smoke to stop them or force them to run through. 1 kill from Lake on the hold is not enough.
One of the most sheepish setups we had out of M80's B site. Players in the back banking on a Sin flash, banking on one flashbang to stop them. We'd seen more utility previously from the B anchors. This one felt light. Legacy sensed it and punctured through.
That's the thing about Legacy. They come into every round without any scar tissue. If it didn't work before, they're not worried about trying it again. A short memory and a lot of confidence. That's the signature style of this team. It brings them to 12 rounds first and a chance to close this series.
Those 2 saved guns set them up for 5 rifles in the final round of regulation with Slacks wide out middle and not just content with a peek, but he's out deep and then tucked back in. But what do they see with that? Is mid-presence a reason enough for Legacy to keep the pressure up on the B site? Slacks is sprinting over here to be that 3rd defender.
They're already putting so much pressure here. Minute 25, they haven't taken any damage. CT utility is coming out frantically.
They're boosting Lake up. That's 1 player less inside of the bomb site.
I mean, it's going to be a full exec. They're not even here to clear this. Oh, Slacks gets the kill in the corner.
Catching dumau out. Man advantage made possible off of that one. We've seen M80 in multiple overtimes on Inferno.
I think it's a good move from Lake, but it's not M80 actually. It's not Legacy abandoning this game plan. And he just feels he has to come back and check Arch in case there's a lurker.
And this is with Lake, who was previously boosted up, now gone, over towards the Arch side instead. Swisher to put the smoke down. Can an op behind this thin pillar deliver? Swisher's on the cross as the clock hits 30 seconds.
Yeah,
daunting task to get through this smoke.
The full commitment swing is coming.
Legacy will still commit to this, and it's going to be Lake with the supportive flash this time. It pops in the little pit. Slacks from the depths of that site delivers. Tons of damage off of Swisher. And so Legacy trying to face into the B-bomb site instead find themselves in this unwinnable, now 1v5. Sadson dead, a clean sweep, and M80 erect a defense that was nowhere to be found 1 round prior. Overtime needed.
A bounce back from Slacks in this game on CT side. He had a very poor first half, and a 4K of op impact is definitely his biggest round so far. They get what they've gotten like 4 out of 5 times, and that's Legacy running through a smoke at the top of Banana. Now, they may not carry scar tissue, but we'll have to see if they learn any lessons.
Lessons hopefully also learned from the M80 camp. 3 full overtimes versus Bait in stage 1 of the Major, and we slowly watch them lose their minds and crumble. Well, now JBA given a chance to shine on brackets out the gate here of OT. And it's a quick double kill to his name.
Totally melted them down. where they're coming in. Oh no. Sin walks right into his death.
Fire not deep enough.
Yeah.
Nissim hangs onto the line. He hears those feet shuffling within the A site.
Oh my goodness, that was just poor awareness, wasn't it? This was sort of a done position, and all he was doing was going to get an upgrade. I mean, surely there's no way Legacy come back into this, but you can see everyone's still very active.
Well, what if Legacy had B? This has not been Swisher's best map. And yet he sits over there alone for the moment, just having dropped his final smoke grenade, flash into brackets, no peek on the left side.
Whoa,
but
whoa.
Slacks leans
He gets
forward.
spotted.
Lotto's gone
missed.
wide, and a missed op shot covered by Nissim. Now you've got
The volley.
damage. Fire's gonna kill it.
They kill everybody on A!
All 3 kills. A slow squeeze, and it's M80 to step forward.
No, it's a total disaster. One op shot gets missed. Sin walks into his death because he thinks he's mollied all the boiler. That was completely of his own volition.
It is heads in hands as a 5 versus 3 for M80 in overtime evaporates.
That is a total self-sabotage round. A complete failure here. Could have had the lead.
The biggest blowout round we have had this entire map, and it happens the moment we touch OT. Sin steps into an untimely death,
It's just such a silly way to die.
and everything unravels.
Just to go for another gun early.
Perfect
3v5.
start. Perfect start. And for what?
I don't even know.
To change guns?
I don't know what gun he had, but it's overtime. Like,
Surely that's
just getting
M4
an
to AK.
Yeah. Yeah. He just,
Trusted the Molotov.
it's just silly. Yeah.
Rode off the angle. Pays a hell of a price.
We'll have to stew in it off of this first pause. The Legacy have made their fair share of mistakes here on T side. But it's really going to only be the last one that matters.
Slacks, there we go. But opening kills not enough for M80. We just saw it happen live. Freed up to go for the deep op peak. It's worth the risk.
I mean, Art doesn't believe this for 1 second. Whoa. Wait a second. Is Slake even going to clear this, though? Is Art just going to see him?
Oh, no.
I feel like Art's just going to see him. Yeah. Oh, okay. Whoa. They back up at the same time. Works out for Lake. Close shave.
Slacks waiting for this one to fade, and he's got his crosshair slightly off. Can't react quick enough. We've got good cover from Arch, a strong base inside the site with 3 members of M80
there's 4
here.
Yeah, they can
push
actually
Arch.
go towards B this time. Lake now, what's the decision he's going to make? He has a molly to work with, but does he want to let him know where he is?
Put the smoke down. They're right there on the line. He tries to keep them out of the church. And as the fire burns, they send a flash through. He's tucked into the corner. He's got 2 teammates coming up from Banana, and they'll go for this boost, but you're not going to be able to unroot anybody. They'll cover off the smoke, underhand the flash. Bomb's got a crossover. Sad's in tag. 3/4 his health. And as Lake goes over top of Orange, it's bomb planted. It's a 1v4, but a position you're not going to expect. 2 dead. Get the diffuser.
Yeah, he's not
Doesn't
running
go
at
deep.
that, yeah.
And that is Lake with no hesitation to straight up win the round.
Oh my goodness, close call. It's 4 kills for Lotto in the end. 13-13 scoreline. That one's knocked the power out in the building. Now we're gaming at home.
This is the darkness that sinks in when you throw a 3v5. It's
crazy because you look at the plant position and it's out of the fear that he's going to get run down and spammed. If he had planted in front of Fountain, wide open to Lotto, that could have been a whole different story. You would not have even considered that someone would have been boosted up in CT in that 2vx. So.
Nope. Because when he boosted, I even said it, like, this is a spot that you can't clear anything from. So I thought the, chase was on for Lake. But just trying to remain one step ahead.
I don't even think he makes it in time anyway.
If he jumps off that ledge, I think there's a chance. But it'd have to be the Hail Mary. Watch the defuse. There's...
Yeah, I don't know.
It's close. Either way, we're tied up 13 rounds all. Spooky.
Just making sure everything's good.
Did you forget to pay the power bill again? You told me you had it covered.
They know I'm good for it.
It's been an electric game, I'll tell you that. Not so much Dust2, but at least this second map has delivered when M80 need to bring the fight. A 6-round streak of terrorist round wins sets them up for this. This is M80 earning an overtime run with 0 pistol wins in this second map, not interrupting any of the conversions. Hanging on for dear life and delivering, but you've got to minimize mistakes because I hate to say it, but we go back to that bait game.
I mean, Legacy.
That was one of Sin's roughest maps of the major.
Yeah, it was a map that, like, they look good on the rounds they won, and it's the same here. Like, Legacy's T side doesn't look that sick. They're committing through smoke. They're losing many, many players. They're getting offed a lot now. They're running through smokes countless times inside of B. Like, to be honest, their game plan looks pretty juvenile and very simplistic, especially considering the pedigree of Inferno that they have between these 5 players. They look quite desperate. And yet still, here we are, tied up with M80. So I think this once again will be a story of M80 beating themselves. Dust2 was one thing, but Inferno, seen it happen to them before.
We always say that those close games and overtime losses can be the games that you learn the most from.
Yeah, just hopefully it's not learning about how you don't got it.
It's a recent lesson on M80's mind. Hopefully for their sake, a wound that won't cost them.
All right. First to 16, folks. And if it's Legacy, M80 are out of the major.
If M80 close it, we go to Mirage. I think Legacy just getting 1 terrorist round win on the attack is already something to play with.
You know, how many of those are you going to just be able to offer for free? How many are going to be given to you in the next half? That's kind of the question. Oh, chance there for Lake. That would have been an insane opener.
It's a lot of movement towards Banana already.
And JBA is actually late to this post. Nissim could back up into him.
Sin's rotated over, but all he has is flashbangs on the CT cross.
It's kind of wild. There's absolutely no pressure on Nissim.
Nades in the background. dumau continues to just try to pepper the coffin side, and he will whittle down Lake with the nade from over top.
Okay, Art's coming up, so that means JBA surely. This will be running right directly into him.
Nissim on the trade attempt. Fails.
Huge out of JBA.
But last time he posts to 5v3, still not enough for M80. Keep your eyes glued to what's left of Legacy, as they will just group themselves outside of the B site. Soften up players again, and still just hit that pause button. Lotto's in a position where he is tucked in this corner, but he decides to just kind of give it up himself. Molotovs exchanged at the same time. Oh, insta-kill to Swisher.
Just swing on him, surely.
Orange player doesn't go.
There's no one in CT.
They're giving a ton of space over to Lotto.
Wait a
Oh,
second.
no way!
Hold on, there's still 2 players over on the other side of the map. He's fighting for 3!
Oh, quick scope
There's
back
15
in.
seconds, and Slacks is getting out of there.
There's no way he expects
There's
that.
going to be a free plant and a death.
Oh boy,
It's a
1v1.
one-on-one.
And as we've got JBA on the other side of the site with 3 kills already in this round, I said it. Last time he sets up this 3v5, it still was not enough.
Sadzin's been so slippery in these 1vx's. He was a stick on Dust2. He's in a position that's perfect, fundamentally perfect. JBA has to figure this out. He didn't play it scared.
Doesn't have a smoke to cover,
does
does
have
have
a
an
volley.
incendiary to try to prevent the peak, but he doesn't know where you are. So he starts to announce his presence on the site, gets on it, and tapped out 2 3v5s in overtime.
Yeah, you done goofed, M80.
Crushing.
They just lost an entire site to 1 player, and it wasn't even the site that Legacy were trying to plan on. He was selling a fake, and he sold him a whole bridge.
Crushing. But it's not over, so M80 sign up to an attack of their own by force. We've seen them laugh their way through close rounds. We've seen them make jokes at their own expense. But 2 3v5s in overtime with your major life on the line. Suddenly, it's not so funny.
It's an abject failure in that half. They could have secured 3, and you can't just throw that word around, could have. But with those positions, that was beyond just barely winning. That was done if they had let their hands off the keyboard and mouse. Tricked into rotating out of the A site. Embarrassed on B by 1 player. Unforced error in the first round of overtime. Now,
Slacks
Legacy
left.
are through the thick of it. They're happy to play CT.
Double smoke around the site. We've got this big pop out through apps, but you are going to have to emerge through the smoke without vision. Sadzin scoped in on short, but they pop out. It's a little ruse, a tease towards short side. 2 bodies drop. Sadzin's forced to react.
He covered.
Art gets his.
He's still alive.
Sadzin connects, and it's damn near flawless until now. Sin's able to answer. 1 kill to his name. Opper bested. Legacy take 15.
Oh my God.
Immovable from inside pit.
Yeah.
Sadzin didn't react until he had to.
That was great from Art. Had his cover perfectly as they were scaling him on pit. It seemed like best case he gets a kill and instantly gets traded. No. It was a huge lure. As soon as they got to this line, boom. 1 kill from Sadzin. Art, perfect chemistry, hits him on the line. Stays alive for his 2nd. That's his 11th kill. Couldn't ask for a better time for that.
dumau has been softened up so many times by these double nades, and yet still he just sits there, postured, waiting for the commitments. It's Art who decides to sign up for a quick glance around Banana. He'll see nothing there. We're going to get a scramble over to this A site, and
feel
it
pressure.
needs reinforcements.
I mean, their smokes are down. They feel pressure to make this happen.
JBA meets his smoke again. This is the same smoke that cut off that pack, but this time it's an emphasis to Arch. And it's going to be Lake, recovering from the flashbang. Damage offered. Arch found his. Sadson yet again from inside pit. And it's going to be Slacks' counterpart to catch it. Bomb drop, trade back. Arch and Lotto versus 2. Finding JBA as he drops down into the pit. Bomb's got to be scooped up, but they've still got time.
Yeah.
And Slacks, who will find Art rushing around that corner from Arch, is going to put Lotto into this 1v2.
Nate does nothing. Lotto, position known. And the plant's happening.
Lotto goes full silent, wraps back around through brackets. Molotov meets him. He's ahead of this, but it also hits him, so he's been announced. Slacks on the center site. Head now tucked. Just sits behind the cover, trying to get him out. Lotto wants that
Yeah, he didn't
reaction,
hold that
catches the
properly.
pick kill, and now it's just
Oh, no,
Slacks,
he
but
did.
of course Lotto takes both! Legacy, hard fought, and it's M80 with mistakes that will cost them their major. And for the first time in Counter-Strike Major history, there will be 0 North Americans competing in top 16.